HYBE halts production of Jungkook's new song because he rejected collaboration with company's chosen artist. Was Jungkook's solo artistic vision too pure for the industry machine? Or did HYBE go too far this time, forcing a collaboration that could have compromised the raw authenticity fans have always cherished in his music? The answer, while still clouded in silence, may lie in a decision that has sent shockwaves through the fandom and the industry alike: the abrupt halting of Jungkook's anticipated new solo track. Not due to a creative block, not due to scheduling issues, but allegedly due to one decision: his bold refusal to collaborate with a foreign artist chosen by HYBE for what insiders claim was a marketing masterstroke. Is this the moment Jungkook finally said enough? Fans have long known Jungkook as an artist driven by emotion, authenticity, and a rare intuitive connection to music. His solos, from the introspective Still With You to the globally lauded Seven, have always felt deeply personal, distinct from the polished packaging typical of corporate K-pop releases. So when rumors first surfaced that he was preparing a raw, vocally demanding solo track written almost entirely by himself, expectations soared. Industry insiders even hinted that the song had been approved in pre-production, with studio time blocked out, backup dancers cast, and a high-budget MV concept already storyboard. But then, sudden silence. A senior HYBE official, speaking off-record, allegedly confirmed that the project was paused indefinitely after a disagreement between Jungkook and upper management regarding a strategic international partnership. That partnership? A forced duet with an unnamed American pop star known more for social media virality than vocal finesse. The name hasn't been officially released, but speculations range from TikTok-famous singers to chart-topping influencers who have little connection to Jungkook's style or substance. Why would HYBE push such a collaboration? Marketing. That's the answer whispered behind closed doors. With the BTS name still carrying massive weight and Jungkook seen as the golden magne whose face sells out stadiums and sneakers alike, pairing him with a viral Western act seemed like a no-brainer, at least on paper. Cross-market synergy. One executive reportedly called it a way to maximize monetization during the post-military momentum. But Jungkook, sources say, wasn't interested. In fact, according to a person allegedly close to the inner circle, he felt insulted that after all these years of loyalty and success, his creative direction was being sidelined in favor of a pairing that, in his own words, didn't align with the soul of the song. The emotional weight behind that phrase, the soul of the song, is what fans can't stop thinking about. What was this song meant to be? What message did Jungkook want to share that HYBE felt needed a Western face for validation? And perhaps more urgently, why has no one from HYBE said a single word publicly about the delay? The silence speaks volumes. Even more unsettling is the ripple effect this has caused internally. Several of Jungkook's staff members, previously attached to his solo promotions, have allegedly been reassigned. The recording studio in question has gone dark, and his schedule, once packed with teaser filming and choreography rehearsals, now reflects an eerie open block. It's as if the entire campaign has been scrubbed clean overnight. Some fans are calling it a creative betrayal. Others believe this is a sign of a deeper rift forming between HYBE and its most emotionally driven star. And what does this mean for BTS moving forward? If Jungkook, arguably the most commercially bankable member, is pushing back this hard against his agency's decisions, it opens the door to a bigger conversation. One about control. About whether BTS members, despite their global status, are still shackled by the same industry pressures they fought to rise above. Could this moment spark a wider rebellion among members who, while serving in the military or preparing for their own solo returns, are silently wrestling with similar compromises? Or will it be silenced, buried beneath NDAs and carefully crafted press releases? There is precedent for conflict between creative stars and corporate interests, of course. But with BTS, the myth has always been different. They were the exception, the group that broke out of the system while still being inside it. The family that moved as one, fought as one as one. But now, that image is under threat. What happens when one brother says no, while the company says yes? The fan response has been immediate and intense. The hashtags #LetJungkook and #RespectArtistry are trending across platforms, with armies flooding HYBE's official accounts with pleas and demands for transparency. "We trust Jungkook's instincts more than your algorithms," one viral post read. "Stop treating him like a product," wrote another. And yet, still, no statement. No update. No song, which leads to the most unsettling possibility. What if the track never comes out at all? Would HYBE bury it to protect face? Would Jungkook walk away from the track entirely if he felt its integrity had been compromised? Or could this defiance be the first sign of a bigger movement? One where idols take back control not just of their brand, but of their voices. One thing is clear: the tension is no longer just behind the scenes. It's boiling to the surface. And every day that passes without clarity only deepens the cracks in what was once considered unshakable trust. Is Jungkook preparing to take his artistry fully independent? Will HYBE finally acknowledge the conflict publicly? Or are we witnessing the quiet beginning of a creative war? One that could change not just BTS, but the entire foundation of idol-based K-pop? Stay with us. Because if this is the opening act of a larger story, the climax might be coming faster than anyone expects. Jungkook's decision to refuse the collaboration has reportedly left HYBE's executive team in a state of confusion and frustration. Traditionally, the company has maintained tight control over BTS's activities, carefully crafting every release to maximize global impact and revenue. But this time, their golden boy seems to be drawing a line, prioritizing artistry over strategy. The tension that many speculated about is now bubbling over into open conflict. One industry insider shared that Jungkook's creative team had originally submitted a solo track that was intimate, stripped back, and deeply reflective, a stark contrast to the flashy, upbeat style HYBE's marketing division wanted. The company believed that pairing him with a trending Western artist would generate buzz in Western markets, which remain a crucial expansion target. But Jungkook's refusal, they say, was not just about this one track. It was a signal that he wanted to regain creative autonomy after years of corporate decision-making. From an emotional standpoint, this makes perfect sense. Jungkook has matured in the public eye, evolving from the shy youngest member into a confident soloist with a distinct style. Fans have followed every step of this transformation, growing with him and demanding that his art remain authentic. To them, this isn't just about a song. It's about Jungkook's identity as an artist and a person. Meanwhile, HYBE's silence is deafening. Usually, the company is quick to release official statements to manage rumors, but now, the lack of comment has fueled speculation. Has the internal conflict grown so intense that a public acknowledgement would be too risky? Or is HYBE hoping to resolve this quietly before fans demand accountability? The fanbase, often called ARMY, has proven to be a formidable force in shaping BTS's narrative. Their reaction to this situation has been swift and passionate. Social media channels are flooded with emotional pleas urging HYBE to respect Jungkook's artistic choices. Many fans point to previous moments when BTS members had limited input on projects, hoping that this new stance will push the agency to grant them more freedom moving forward. But this controversy also raises questions about the future of BTS as a group. Jungkook's solo success has always been intertwined with a collective brand, and any friction between him and HYBE can ripple into the group's dynamics. If Jungkook continues to assert independence, how will the other members respond? Will they support his stand? Or will this lead to fractures within the group? Adding another layer of complexity is the military enlistment looming on the horizon. Jungkook's upcoming mandatory service means that his window for solo activities under the BTS banner is limited. This situation could influence how both he and HYBE approach his career decisions during this crucial period. Moreover, this clash isn't just an isolated incident. It's emblematic of a broader shift in the K-pop industry. As idols grow older and gain confidence, demands for creative control and healthier working environments are increasingly vocalized. Jungkook's stand could be a watershed moment, inspiring other artists to push back against restrictive contracts and marketing strategies. Critics of HYBE argue that the agency's approach prioritizes commercial interests over the well-being and artistic growth of its artists. Supporters, however, point to the company's role in catapulting BTS to global superstardom and maintaining their industry dominance. The debate between corporate strategy and artistic freedom has never been more visible than it is now. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on HYBE and Jungkook. Will the agency relent and allow the solo track to proceed as Jungkook envisions it? Or will the conflict deepen, potentially delaying or even canceling the release indefinitely? Fans and industry watchers alike are bracing for answers, knowing that whatever unfolds could redefine not only Jungkook's career, but also the future of BTS and their relationship with their management. For now, the unanswered questions remain. How far is Jungkook willing to go to protect his artistic integrity? Can HYBE adapt to the evolving needs of its artists? And will this standoff ultimately strengthen or fracture the bonds that have made BTS a global phenomenon? Stay tuned as this story develops, because when one of K-pop's brightest stars stands up to the system, the consequences resonate far beyond the music charts.